Welcome everybody to the Karjala Raceway in Finland as we're getting set for the 2023 preseason opener for the PCSRA Monster Energy Series. We're going to do 36 laps. I was going to do 72, but my game decided to crash on me under a full course yellow, so I've decided that for the entire race, we're going to have no full course cautions. And whatever happens, happens. We'll just go with that. There's the grid over here to your right. I'll make a video of my Christmas gifts sometime today. I'll show you actually one of them. My Starbucks coffee mug. Woohoo! And also, I got hot cocoa. So I'm gonna have to learn how to make hot cocoa. If you guys have any idea where I can get hot milk, please let me know in the comments below or in this chat so that way I can get that taken care of. Okay, so we're in set. The lights are on. Guess what? No cautions. Survive is the key. And it's go, go, go. We're underway. And it's a great start for Abigail Furling as she gets off the line really good. They're 3 wide in the back as we enter the first corner. Boy, I don't like the looks of that little mess. Careful, y'all. I don't like them going 4 wide. Remember, there's no cautions to save you. They're nearly 4 wide. Did we get through that? Did we seriously get through that? Yes, we did. How on earth did we get through that first incident without any drama? They're not going to get lucky. I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. Whoa, Brenda Evelyn had to swerve to not hit Lisa Gonzalez. Boy, they're like 3 wide still. They're still 3 wide. Holy cow. This is a hornet's nest back here. As they're coming up to the Kalela hairpin. And we got through it somehow, some way. The test race, we had a wreck fest galore. As the pace car has made it to the pit lane safely before the leaders came around. Checking back here. Are you kidding me? They made it through 1 lap. That's crazy. Can they make it 1 lap without incident? That would be nice. That would be a thing for these drivers. And looks like to me they have done it. Wow, I'm impressed. The test race, they wrecked like crazy left and right. Lap 1 in the books. As I say hi to one person in the chat, it's got to be Ormy. Now let's see how they can keep it. Let's see how long it will be till we have our first drama of the incident here in the woods. 36 laps. You think it's a decent race, but considering this is a road course, 3.28 mile. Got some cars off the track. Megan Jones, Sarah Redmond, and Sandy Stewart went off the course. I'm sorry I had to pause there for a second. That 71 nearly went off the course again. That 74 is ping-ponging Ben Tennyson for some reason. Not sure why. This race is really fun, but like I said, it depends if we're going to have a long green flag run. So, actually, we're going to have a long green flag run. Let's see how good your car is going to be on the short run. As surprisingly, we made it through. We're about to complete 2 laps, and we have not had a wreck, surprisingly. In the test race, we had crash galore. That's probably because this race is going to be filled with attrition. And we have now completed lap number 2, 44.776, 39.7. That time by for the 84 of Chloe Bumgarner's. We start our 3rd tour of 36. These drivers are going to have to make a pit stop here. They cannot make it 36 laps on one tank of fuel. The fuel window is between 28 to 31 laps. And the longer we go in this run, the longer these tires are going to be going away. These are Goodyear rubber these drivers are on. Some very good battles here. That's, by the way, how the Karjala Grand Prix was no cautions on road courses. We keep it green from start to finish, and that's what we may end up doing for some of the road course races. Leo Einstein battling with Courtney Lynn as we're coming to the Dwyer S. And Leo Einstein just went off the course just a little bit in the back. As we have now completed our third circuit of 36. Meanwhile, Chloe Bumgarner leads here. Of course, she is from Switzerland. This race is in Finland. So this is the closest that Chloe Bumgarner can get to a home race. In fact, most of the European drivers had an emotional reunion with their families and loved ones because they haven't seen them in a long time because they've been on the campus of the PCSRA, the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association. And all 42 have not had any problems yet, but I suspect that may change. And as soon as I say that, Morgan Henderson has countered problems, and she was 25th at the time of the crash. So there is our first incident. Oh, they try to go 4 wide. This was not going to work. Gets into Leo Einstein, and off in the tire wall goes to 34. And 78 decided to commit female abuse by door slamming the hell out of the 45 for some reason. Well, Sean's happy. Sean's like, Carnage, my favorite. I'm happy. Yes, you are happy. You would have been happy earlier with that big wreck we had in our test race. Then you would be like, yay, more, please. That's Sean Art for you. Abigail Furling has moved her way to second. I believe she got around Bouvier a lap ago. As Morgan Henderson, looks like she's doing a bit of landscaping. Not the race she won in front of her home crowd. The closest she gets to a home race. She is from Ireland. A lot of damage to that Rockstar Energy Nissan. Nissan is one of many manufacturers that will make their debut, or not debut, making their return to the BCSRA, I should say. As we're on lap number 5 of this 36-lap event, these drivers know what it's for endurance. And Morgan Henderson, did we have a wreck in the back? I'm gonna double check. Did we have a spin? No, I'm just seeing things. Okay. Morgan Henderson has made it to pit road. And depending how bad the damage is, and by the way, pit road speed is 55 miles an hour. Is she going to continue in this race? Yes is the answer. As they're currently repairing the 34, she's going to fall a lap down. Because here's the thing, aerodynamics on a track like this is key. This is a high-speed road course. And if you have damage, that just takes you out of contention. There's Marty Stephen, currently in 32nd. Had to start the back because he's in a backup car along with Ben Tennyson and Lauren Ekstrom. Ekstrom's not doing any better in 38th. And then Marty Stevens, as actually we were already looking at Stevens. Ben Tennyson, on the other hand, is not doing any better than that. He's in 36th. So it's not been a good day so far Fortunately for these drivers, pit strategy is going to come into play. And like I said, it doesn't matter where you finish in these preseason races. What matters is this is a good test when we go to a road course race later this season. So we are on lap number 6 of 36. So Morgan Henderson is a lap down. I see Jessica Miller has run into some troubles. Yes, she has. She's got some... She must have been involved in something. We're about to find out why. And an Normie saying Karjala is not going to be on the schedule. Well, it will be on the schedule when I turn full course cautions off. Let's see what happened here to old Jessica here. This is coming out of Madigan, heading to Sorolla Park. And does she get turned by somebody? No, I don't know where the damage came from. We're about to find out. This is going in the 5. I think it might be in the Kalela hairpin. Nope. Dwyer S, maybe? Yep. Got loose. And around she goes. Oh, she hit the tire wall. Wow, that's a huge hit. Boy, that's a hard hit for Jessica Miller. Thankfully, she's out of the car and okay, as Abigail Furling just lost second to Kevin Joseph and then goes off the course. So Jessica Miller has become our first casualty of this race. Chloe Bumgarner, excuse me. Currently having herself a good day. As we've completed lap. Oh, we got a wreck. Soraya Ittman in trouble. Looks like she got the same wall as what happened to the 56. See what happened here. Courtney Ling got a little loose, bumped the 69 off the course and into the tire wall. So Soraya's got some damage. That's going to be a free spot for the that 34 team. As Soraya's coming to pit road. So it's up brake for Soraya Itzmed. Sorry, Ittman is now out of the race, so that is our second casualty. Morgan Henderson will now be in 40th when she has passed the 69. As we're gonna, we got a battle for the lead here. Kevin Joseph's gonna take the lead from Chloe Bumgarner. Chloe Bumgarner owns that 84 car. She's driving for herself. She's not driving for anybody, but she's driving for her own team. Same as Kevin Joseph in the Dunkin' Donuts Chevy SS at a KJM, Kevin Joseph Motorsports. This is a 4-car team, which all 4 of their entries are in this race. Alexandria Van Dam, who's running in 10th. Danny Rant in the 06, who is 11th. And then Kevin Joseph's fiance, Lisa Gonzalez, running in 23rd. So not the runs neither of those drivers need, but this is, just like I said, a practice. One of many races. We're going to have preseason races. Same with the Truck Series. They will be racing on Monday. So we're going to have a Truck Series opener. You'll see the 35 drivers, and we'll be live from Jarrett's home track of Michigan International Speedway. Be at 2 o'clock. That will be after Christmas. So after today's race, hope everybody has a good Christmas, as we are 1/4 of the way through the through the finished Grand Prix, here at the Karjala Raceway. Look at this gaggle back here. Chloe that's Gloria Tucker back here, battling with Anne Maria. Riley Anderson and Timothy Grenville back here. Got a car off the course. We got a car off the course. That might have been Abigail. Was that Abigail that went off the course? Yep, I was right. Abigail just ran a little bit wide going into 3. They came out of Sorolla Park, and now they're entering turn number 5. This is Grenville's off the course and into the wall. Grenville's going to have some damage to the left side, and on an aerodynamic track, that's not a good thing, and Grenville's going to lose a few positions as a result of that. That's gotten Alexandria Van Dam into the mix. And there's Gloria Tucker, one of 2 Subarus in the field, the other being Emmy Lipson. And Emmy Lipson is running in the top 15. Kevin Joseph currently lead. We're going to complete lap number 10 of this race. You're thinking 36 laps. It's a good distance. When you consider this is a 3.28-mile road course in Finland, halfway around the world near the Russian border, yeah, it's a long time, because it only takes about 97 seconds to complete a lap. Because in the Master Cup Series in the past, they've ran a minute 45 and all that. And that would end up taking a lot of drivers out of contention. Megan Jones not having a good run. June Einstein's about to pass Zach Underwood for the all-important position of 37th. Neither driver have had a good weekend so far, as Zach Underwood's been struggling all weekend. Underwood was actually the slowest in time trials, but when the 3 drivers ahead of him had to start the rear of the field in a backup car, he started in 39th, currently now not doing his chances of winning this race any favors. He's having a miserable day. Ben Tennyson's not having a good day either. He's in 36th. Remember, Tennyson blew his engine and is in a backup car after he was involved in a crash with Marty Stevens. So the 3 drivers who had to start the rear of the field, they're not doing themselves any favors by having a pretty miserable day. As Kevin Joseph continues to lead over Chloe Bumgarner, it is a cloudy day here at Karjala. 84 degrees, winds blowing northeast at 9 miles an hour. So right around 9 to 10 miles an hour. And it's cloudy, so it's a bit muggy here in Finland. because, of course, we are halfway around the world is where this track is. It is right on the border of Russia. And of course, you know, PCS already has banned any Russian drivers from joining this series after what Russia did to Ukraine. So, sorry to say that to Vitaly Paulo Andrews III from Russia, but we wish all the Russian drivers good luck in their future endeavors. And that's really a shame for all those. But of course, we'll still have Ukrainian drivers in this series. It's just we're not going to have Russian drivers anymore. As I see some rear end damage on the 12 car. Or excuse me, on the 05. Sorry, not the 12. Oh, we had a wreck. I didn't see that. First, why does the 05 got some rear end damage? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So apparently we've had an incident that I didn't see. We're about to find out. This is going in the Dwyer S. This is one of the trouble spots. And looks like the 05 just lost control and into the wall she went. Danny Rant, hang on there, son. So that's why Anne Maria lost several positions. And she almost got hit by Jacob Tutu. But what in the world happened after that? Oh, Danny Rant got into Luke Knight. This is going into Mallet. Took both cars in the wall. So there's where the smoke came from. So that would explain why there was smoke over in the Mallet corner. That was when the 06 finally lost the car and just ran to the side of the 97. Just cleaned them out. Boy, they're going to lose a lot of positions in that process. They're going to drop through the running order. Like I said, with damage on the back of those cars, that's not good, especially the 06, who was having a good run going. Now lost the spot to Lisa Gonzalez. Danny Rand's going to be out of contention. I'm sorry to say that to him, so what a shame for Danny. As the leaders look like they're about to lap somebody as we're nearing the halfway point of this race. If anybody has a question you want to ask me, you can ask me here in the YouTube chat. I'll do my best to answer for you. And no, this is nothing to do with signups and yada, yada, yada. As Anne Maria's not doing Kevin Joseph any favors by running him off the course. That's not gonna sit well with Patrick Watson and the PCS officials. And Kevin Joseph just gave the one-finger salute to the 05. Can't say I blame I can't say I blame Kevin Joseph for that because I don't know what the 05 was doing. Decided to block the Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet. As Anne Maria is going to run off the course. Well, that's one way to let Chloe Bumgarner go. But let's not forget we have that important pit stop coming up pretty soon. That could make things a bit more interesting. So Kevin Joseph leads, Chloe Bumgarner in second. Josephine Bouvier is now up to third, or was in third, but looks like Abigail Furling just got around Bouvier. That was the battle for the third position. So move Abigail up to third. Bouvier's back to fourth. Gloria Tucker in fifth. Riley Anderson is in sixth. Quincy Einstein seventh. Alexandria Van Dam eighth. Ben Erickson is ninth. And Annie Einstein completes the top 10. This is also the closest that Ben Erickson can get to a home race because he is from Sweden and this track is in Finland. So The Finnish crowd definitely loved the Swedish drivers. Also, good run for Alexandria Van Dam, who's in 8th, the closest she will get to a home race. She is from Belgium. So all these European drivers who are running really well, and same for Bouvier, who's in 4th. You know, they're doing their hopes a lot of good in front of their home crowd as Megan Jones is making a pit stop. And it looks like it is scheduled. And she had to repair the right side, or the left side damage, rather, on her Mountain Dew SA Hyundai Sonata. Dora Marquez is on pit road. This is the first ever race in the PCSRA for the Kia K900. Now, the Kia K900 has been one of the most talked about cars, as it's not been it's been a struggling car in preseason testing, and it's looking like that's going to be the case here. Timothy Grenville just came to pit road. They can make it the rest of the way. If you pit now, you can make it the rest of the way. The thing is, the pit crew's got to nail the pit stop. That's the most important thing. Chloe Bumgarner and Kevin Joseph have been out in front for the first part of this race, as we're nearing the halfway mark of today's race. Soraya Itmed and Jessica Miller have been released from the medical center, so they're off to, they're going to probably head off. Of course, normally these drivers would head to the dressing room, but the fans are going to be, after this race, all the fans are going to make their way to the front straightaway, so that way these drivers can get autographs signed with their fans. Something cool as far as a tradition here in Finland is they are going to have an autograph session after the race, and they want all the drivers, whether they're out of the race or not, to come to the front straightaway and get autographs. And of course, and then they will head to the dressing room, shower, and yada, yada, yada. And of course, this series is the top tier series of the PCSRA. Well, you can say that and Foster's are the top tier series. We're going to have 2 more series be aligned with the Coca-Cola Truck Series and the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. The real people for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series will be I think it's the Double X Series, if I'm correct. Because I think Sean suggested a new series, which I want to thank Sean for that. Sean Art, that is. So that will be the Xfinity Series. That will be for the real drivers. The fantasy drivers will be in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Same thing for the Truck Series, as far as that's concerned. That's after you run Rookie of the Year in all 3 series, you will be put in the real life Trucks, Xfinity, and Foster's, and you know what I mean. So Chloe Bumgarner is starting to lose ground to the 75. 75 last lap ran a 9.96. Bumgarner ran a 9.61. Actually, Bumgarner ran her fastest lap of the race. Betty Johnson's actually the quickest car on the racetrack. The problem for Betty Johnson, she's running in 12th, despite having the quickest lap time on the racetrack. But the question's going to be, when will you make your pit stop? As we're at the halfway point of this race. And Maria has gone a lap down. Morgan Henderson has gone a lap down. So that damage is definitely hurting the 34 team. Fortunately for Morgan Henderson and Ann Maria, this is just preseason, so there are no points on the line. This is the first of 4 preseason races for Monster. Truck Series will have their first preseason race. They will be at Michigan, as I said. That will be with the 35 chartered teams. And again, let me emphasize that that race is just the drivers that are entered for 2023. So if you ask why you're not in the race, it's because I did the rosters way back in like April or March, April, after I finished Oreo Cup. So the races were already done in advance. That was why there was no signups in the first place. And why I got that series done way before the 2022 year ended. So if anyone is curious why the races were done in advance, it's because it just saves me a headache from having to do them live with my weird ass work schedule, if you know what I mean. Halfway home here in the Karjala Grand Prix. Daniel Voiles here in Finland. Nathan Orman, our producer and engineer, back in our PCS Race Studios in Glendora, California. Of course, there was no countdown to green because Cody Smart and the Triple B clan, who normally would be doing countdown to green, were not here at the track. I was actually here with the drivers, so I did countdown to green by myself here at the track, so that way you guys can hear my awesome commentary. After this race, Sportsnet PCS Ray will be coming up next, immediately following this race. And it looks like Kevin Joseph's about to catch Dora Marquez and put her one lap down. So that pit strategy Dora Marquez had is not working unless she ended up pitting. I think she ended up pitting. Gonna be lapping Morgan Henderson again. Danny Rant, yeah, that rear end damage has really affected him. Yep, we got pit stops going. Underwood, June Einstein, Brenda Eveling's been in. Paulette Burrows, I think they're trying to make sure they have enough fuel. Hannah Smith and Sarah Redmond drag racing out of the pit lane. That's a bit dangerous. It looks like Hannah Smith backed out of it, knowing that if they were remaining side by side, that was going to be a collision. Chloe Erickson's been in the pit lane. Race leaders are in. Kevin Joseph's in. Chloe Bumgarner's in. Anyone wanting to risk to stay out? There's Abigail Furling, who's 21 seconds back. I think she already made her pit stop. So we already have pit stops going on here at the Karjala Raceway in Finland. Like I said, these cars can only go 31 laps on one tank of fuel. So it's important for these drivers to nail these pit stops. Because if you make one mistake on your pit stop, it's going to cost you this race. Looks like Kevin Joseph won the battle off pit road. So Chloe Bumgarner right there in second. Gloria Tucker jumped the 9 crew. So the 9 crew will go to 4th. But here comes Abigail Furling. The problem for Furling is that she's going to be she's on warmer tires than the leaders in front of her. So, but this is still a nice run for Abigail Furling in her return to the series. She was going to retire, but decided not to. So I'm going to go ahead and take my charger off or the phone off the charger rather. Plug in my earbuds. Alright, now you can definitely hear me. I don't know why the charger decides to be glitchy. We're going to have 16 laps of racing to go. And Anne Maria is going to get in the way of the leaders again. 16 to go, and Morgan Henderson's coming out of the pit lane. Oh, Henderson's going to be a problem. No, she's not. I was about to get ready to say, was Henderson going to be an issue? And looks like she may be an issue. Joseph just ran the turn wide as Morgan Henderson just being an obstacle for the 75, but 75 is going to get around her without an issue. Bumgarner now in second. Tucker's right now in third. Oh, look out. Tucker getting ruffled up by Henderson. Tucker not too happy with Morgan Henderson not getting out of the way. That's going to cost Gloria Tucker some time. If you guys want to see what a lap looks like at Karjala Raceway, as I just trying to get it on the roof cam, here it is. And that's your one lap around the Karjala Raceway as Chloe Bumgarner's about to get passed by Tucker. Meanwhile, Kevin Joseph driving the race of his life. Once he got around Chloe Bumgarner, he has not surrendered the lead since. As that phone is being annoying, the house phone. Sorry, I had to send the new link in the president's chat, so yeah. Coming up to 13 to go as the 05 continue to be in the way. Dora Marquez currently not having the day she would have liked. And Maria's one lap down. Morgan Henderson is 2 laps down. And everybody else and the other 2 drivers are currently out of the race. As the house phone needs to shut up for 5 seconds. Fastest lap for Kevin Joseph so far in the race, a 35.891. He is now the quickest car on the racetrack. Sorry about that little honking noise. We're getting closer to the 3/4 mark in this race. Surprisingly, we haven't had anybody comment on this stream.
I'll be back. I'm back there. We'll have to go pick up my car.
All right. All right. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Be right back, y'all. I already told her. Yeah, no problem. Should have done the way. Alright, sorry about that. Have I missed anything in the race? Doesn't look like I have. Except Gloria Tucker just got around Chloe Bumgarner. Now the two have swapped the second spot back and forth. What a race this has been. This race is filled with attrition. Will be it. I'll start a VC after this race is over. Or actually, I'll start a VC in a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Pause the stream. There we go. Oh, wait. Now that I've started the VC, you'll be hearing my friends in the President's chat. I still need to write my schedule to tequila. I'm only had to require to work 4 to 9. But at least I'll have Christmas off. Kevin Joseph currently still the leader. Bumgarner and Tucker having a good battle for second. Bouvier is running in a lonely fourth. Abigail Furling in fifth. Riley Anderson sixth. Alexandria Van Dam in seventh. Quincy Einstein in eighth. Ninth is Ben Erickson and Benny Johnson complete your top 10. Up, Danny Rant's in trouble. Danny Rant has just ran into another incident. That's his second one. First he got into the 97 of Luke Knight. Now he's gotten into another incident. Was battling with the 73 of Lauren Ekstrom. Did Ekstrom clean him out, or did Danny Rant make another mistake by himself? Oh, they went 3 wide there, and Ekstrom spun herself out and clipped Danny Rant. Okay, that's what happened. 73. It's like the 73 just overdrove going into the Dwyer as she loses control of her 73 Beamer, backs it in the wall, nowhere for Danny Rant to go as he goes off the course. And in the tire wall, Danny Rant goes. And he gets stuck in the gravel trap. I believe he is stuck there. Yep, he had to teleport to pit road. Boy, Danny Rant has had a terrible race. Danny Rant, the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, if you ask me. So a tough break for Danny Rand as we have 10 laps to go in the Karjala race. First race of 4 preseason races for the PCS Ray Monster Energy Series. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back on Monday for the race at Michigan for the Truck Series, and then we will have the first preseason race next Thursday, for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, which will be the final NR races for 2023.
Third. Floor is ice cold.
It's ice cold like Mario's ass. Nice motivational belch. I don't know who joined the VC. I'll check in this. Alright, sorry about that. I had to tell everybody in the president's chat I was in the VC, but I'm muted.
Hello. Nothing.
Kevin Joseph trying to hang on as we got a good battle for the second between the two ladies. One from the country of Switzerland, the other one from USA. Bumgarner out of Bumgarner Motorsports. That is her own team, and she just had to get out of the throttle. Gloria Tucker, saw the advantage, took it, and she now just took second away from Chloe Bumgarner. This has been a fascinating battle between these two drivers here in this race as we're coming to the end of this an exciting enduro race. There's Bouvier running in fourth. Quiet run for Bouvier. Abigail Furling got passed by Riley Anderson. But this has been the battle between these two drivers. Emmy Lipson has the second fastest laps. So is Jacob Tutu and Betty Johnson. I believe we have somebody in the chat. It's Ormy. Because I can tell Ormy just joined the VC. I forgot. So Kevin Joseph currently still the race leader as he's got 8 more circuits to go here. Hopefully traffic doesn't screw him over. Oh. His teammate is about to get lapped. Oh, fun. Oh, let's see. Teammate of the year could be coming up soon in the next 8 laps. Oh, man. The last thing you don't want to do is get screwed out of a race by your own teammate. None. Mario is sagging, and that's why his swagger's gone. As he's going to go annoy Steven. As we're already past the 3/4 mark of this race. It's still cold outside. No, he's trying to get the not clothed word out there, Andre. Plus, he's sagging. But anyway. Kevin Joseph still leads. Gloria Tucker finally passed second. I think the handling on her car is starting to go away, and she's about to fall in the clutches of Josephine Bouvier, who's running in a lonely 4th until now. Danny Rand's going to be coming to get lapped. Wonder if he'll be the world's greatest teammate or something like that. Turner's out. What happened to Timmy? What happened to Timmy Turner? He was in 16th at the time. Let's see what happened. See what happened to the former Daytona 500 champion. We're going to check and see what happened to Timmy there. Sorry about the table bouncing. That's my son, Blue Jr., who was hitting me in the table like that. Oh, Turner lost control. This is coming in the... Turner lost control going into the Dwyer S. And when he did, doesn't look like there was any contact. He just went off the course, and into the wall goes the Tide Pods Buick Regal. But I don't know why he would be out of the race. Oh, I would see why he's out of the race right there. Brittany White got a piece of it. Brittany was having a good run. Oh, and then he gets hit by Marty Stevens. I didn't see that. Marty just ran over Timmy Turner for absolutely no reason, unless he felt Turner should have gotten off the racing line. That's probably what he thought. And Timmy Turner lost a lot of positions. Does he get hit again? Doesn't look like he does. And that's why Timmy Turner is out of this race. A lot of damage to his Buick Regal, and I believe that is going to end his day. Brittany White had to make repairs to repair the car. Yep, that's why he's out. That's too bad. Timmy was having such a good run, but just wasn't meant to be. Let's see who's in the... Boy, Turner has had no luck today, and Brittany White's also going to be out of the race. So tough break for two drivers who are having somewhat okay runs, but just not meant to be today, unfortunately. Boy, Karjala has played a factor in making this race very interesting as we're coming down to 5 laps to go in this race. Want to remind everybody this telecast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association, and it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts of description of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association. PCS Ray, want to thank you fans for your continued support. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. For Europe, it's called PCS Array Night in America. Here in the States, it's PCS Array in America. I know next Thursday night, it's PCS Array Night in America because we're going to have the Buffalo Wild Wings Series for some short track racing at Memphis. Excuse me. I'm definitely going to be thinking Nathan Orman's probably going to go hug Abigail Furling for doing a great job for the team, even though it was a preseason race. Jacob Tutu started 21st. He's 11th. Good run for Jake. Everybody's been asking, is this the year Jacob Tutu wins the championship after 13 years of trying? Yes, this is his 13th season. He and Betty Barrett, Timmy Turner, Quincy Einstein, June Einstein, Leo Einstein, Dora Marquez, who have been in the series since 2010, has never won a title. Maybe 2023 could be their year. Good run for Quincy. He's in 10th. But meanwhile, Kevin Joseph putting on a clinic here in this preseason opener. The next race for these drivers will be coming up after we have the Oreo Cup Series and the Foster Series return from their break. Because remember, we will have the Truck Series preseason opener from Michigan. It will be the Veterans Something 200. You'll see the thumbnail when you see the race. Hope you'll tune in for that as Kevin Joseph runs off the course just a little bit. As next time by, it'll be 3 laps of racing to go here from Karjala. Danny Rant has gone a lap down, so has the 05, and I believe Danny Rant's being a great teammate, and where's Danny Rant? Oh, there he is. Actually, he hasn't been lapped yet, but I don't think his teammate minds. Hi, 3 people watching. Sean's already took out 4 drivers in the process. Actually, make that 7 drivers in the process. Yeah, Sean has wrecked some cars in this race. I'll say that. And as Nathan Orman said, I will blame it on Sean for wrecking the field and causing that big one in the test race. As we have 3 laps to go here in Karjala. Oh, Andre got the same thing as me, except his cup is red. Mine is green. Oh, it's Stevens? Okay. I don't know if we have hot milk. If you know what I mean. I thought you got the same thing as all of us did. I want to make some hot cocoa. But trying to make that recipe, that's called good luck. What a clinic Kevin Joseph has put on. The 2 girls he's going to share the podium with, that's pretty much a good effort. Also want to thank Rita Sigrid for getting this track onto the preseason schedule. She is the main reason why we're here in Finland, because we need a Finnish driver in the PCS rig. Well, knowing Rita Sigrid is from Finland makes sense, if you ask me. I look forward to the truck race on Monday, the Coca-Cola Truck Series. You'll see the 35 chartered drivers in that race. 100 laps, 200 miles, that will be the race distance. Could fuel mileage play a factor in that race? Now, remember, as I said, there weren't signups for all 3 series in this. Well, actually, all 4 series, if you count the AutoZone Amateur Series. And, of course, that was the series I used to do with Elijah, but I've decided, since Elijah and I no longer are speaking to each other, I decided to go ahead and still do the AutoZone Amateur Series as planned. Hope everybody is looking forward to the AutoZone Amateur Series, which is less than 2 weeks away, may I remind you all. Can you believe it? We're less than a week away from starting the season for the Amateur Series. Well, Kevin Joseph's going to get the white flag, and he's going to get 2 lap cars in the process. He's dominated most of this race. Chloe Bumgarner led a good portion of the beginning stages of this event. As they're going to go side by side. Oh, this is not going to be a good idea. Look out. And Maria's off the course, but hangs on to it. That was scary. Almost took out the leader, which the officials would not take too kindly to that happening, if you know what I mean. White flag for Kevin Joseph. One more time around. Flagman has the white flag in his hand. Can he survive another 3.28 miles? We're going to find out here in a little bit. The good news is at least a Chevrolet is going to go to victory lane. if he can hang on the next several laps. Kevin Joseph knows he's about to have immortality. Through turn 5, he's already gone through Sorolapar and Madigan for the final time. Through 5 and 6 for the final time. Heading down the back straightaway for the final time as he's halfway home. As the crowd giving him a round of applause for a dominant result. Kevin Joseph from Des Moines, Iowa. As he's not going to catch his teammate. Kevin Joseph's not going to catch his teammate, but I don't think he minds as he's going to be on his way home to a victory. As he's going to come to Mallet for the final time. He's done it, boys and girls. What a dominant race as Kevin Joseph comes to the Mallet for the final time. As he's off the final corner, Kevin Joseph from Des Moines, Iowa, the 29-year-old, will take the 2023 Finnish Grand Prix at Karjala.
Yes, you.
In a dominant effort, Kevin Joseph survives the chaos and wins the Karjala race. And he is the owner of KJM. So the team boss will be delighted with this one. Kevin Joseph made his debut, interestingly enough, in 2011 in a one-off for his own team. Ran full-time in 2012. This is going to be a popular win for one of the veterans who's been in this series since 2011, believe it or not. Standings are not yet official because we still have to wait for drivers to cross the start-finish line, so I'll just go over the official results either way when standings become official. But Kevin Joseph won this race by 6 seconds over Gloria Tucker. Chloe Bumgarner will complete the podium in third, Josephine Bouvier in fourth, Riley Anderson in fifth. Then it was Abigail Furling, Alexandria Van Dam, Betty Johnson, Timothy Grenville, and Ben Erickson complete the top 10. And all that. By the way, Bella San Diego was in the 04, not Courtney Lynn, but I'll just put Courtney Lynn was in that ride. So Courtney wound up 17. Quincy Einstein, Jacob Tutu, Annie Einstein, Emmy Lipson, Betty Barrett, Lisa Gonzalez, Ish Taylor, Marty Stevens, and Leo Einstein were part of the top 15 through 20 club, as standings are indeed official. Lita Torres, 21st. Manny Rivera, 22nd. Ben Tennyson, 23rd in a backup car. Megan Jones, June Einstein, Sarah Redmond, Hannah Smith, and Sandy Stewart. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, all these drivers came into this race with high hopes. Unfortunately, going to be disappointed. Brenda Evelyn, I bet you she will be very disappointed with 35th, but the good news for her, as well as everybody else who didn't have a good run today, this was first of 4 non-points events. In that regard, of course, Brenda Evelyn was the last car that finished on the lead lap. Danny Rant, Ann Maria, and Morgan Henderson were finished 1 or more laps down, and 4 drivers sadly finished out of the race due to incidents that took place. They were Timmy Turner, Brittany White, Soraya Itzmed, and Jessica Miller. So tough break for those drivers, but they got 3 more chances to have themselves a good run in the next preseason race, which will be at another road course, but we're going to be in the United States, in Connecticut, at Lime Rock Park, which we will see all 3 of our series there. So that will be next up on the calendar, so these drivers will go get autographs for the Finnish fans and head to the showers, head to the airport, get out of here, head home, say goodbye to their families, head back to the United States, and we'll see them in Connecticut. So Monday is Michigan. Hope you'll tune in for that. That will be a 1 o'clock Central Time start, 2 o'clock Eastern Time for the 200-mile event for the Truck Series. Then we'll go short track racing Thursday night as we call it, PCS Race Night in America for the Buffalo Wild Wings series. And then we will start off with the Truck Series. We will have the AutoZone Amateur Series after that to start their season. We'll have preseason races for all three series for Trucks, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Monster. And then Oreo and Foster's return from their hiatus as they will go to their second and seventh races of the season. Thank you all for tuning into today's broadcast here at Karjala. Sorry about the earlier stream. It was because NR used the Chicago Dead Cub strategy by crashing when I was trying to look at a replay of an incident with Jacob Tutu. So you can blame NR for being drunk on that. But if you enjoyed this endurance race, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the BCS Race Crew today. We've shown you your full finisher results. We'll see you guys on Monday at Michigan International Speedway. But until then, I've been Dean DeVoe signing off as you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of PCS Race TV, the best NR racing around the world since 2017. Goodbye from the track of the woods in Finland from Karjala Raceway. Sports